If you don't learn to master your inner world, the outer world will control you for the rest of your life. Everybody's obsessed with what's happening out there. And honestly, there are tons of things in the outside world you'll never fully control. You can nudge them, you can influence them, but control? No. What you do have total dominion over is your mind, your emotions, your body. That's the arena where you hold 100% power. Win the inner game and the outer game becomes a reflection of you. And that's where the real game is played. Win the inner game and the outer world starts bending with it. But most people spend their entire lives chasing the outer game first. They achieve what they thought they wanted and find themselves miserable. To me, success without fulfillment is the biggest loss you can experience. There's nothing wrong with success, but success is getting what you want. Fulfillment is living what you were built for. Problems aren't punishment. They're your portals to power. The biggest problem people face is thinking they're not supposed to have any problems. But problems are the very thing that make you grow. Anyone with no problems is either asleep at the wheel or living a life without responsibility, without building anything meaningful. So the first misunderstanding is thinking, if I have a problem, something's wrong with me? The second is the illusion that getting everything you want is going to make you happy. Success. Most people call that getting what you want. I don't define it that way, but that's how the world sees it. But then there's fulfillment. Fulfillment is living what you're designed for. The reason most people struggle to face challenges is simple. They're stuck thinking only about themselves. And honestly, meeting your own needs isn't that hard. These little devices in our pockets, these mini computers we call phones, condition us to expect instant gratification. But that's not how relationships work. And it's definitely not how you build anything meaningful in business. You don't need a new goal, you need a new direction. There's nothing wrong with chasing success. You just have to figure out what you're truly here for. Nobody knows that on day one. So you begin where you are. You do what's in front of you, take the next step. And you keep growing until you start to realize this is my real passion. This is what lights me up. And that can change. People push for years and years, 5, 6, 7 years. And then they start questioning everything: their business, their career, their body, their relationships. And then one of two things happens. They change direction and feel renewed, or they realize I actually have something amazing. I just need to recommit. And that makes them stronger. That's life. And if you're not growing, I don't care how great your life looks on paper. You're going to feel empty. Success leaves clues, and so does failure. Find someone who has the results you want, ideally 2 or 3 people, and notice what they do differently in their relationships, in their health, in their life. They're not lucky. They have different habits, different beliefs, different patterns. Yes, we're all slightly different biochemically, but the patterns are there. You can spend decades learning through trial and error and still not get it. Jim Rohn taught me success leaves clues. Find someone who has what you want, study them in every detail, and then add yourself to it. That's how you create fast change. Your growth is the real limit to your happiness. If you're unhappy, there's an area where you've stopped growing. And usually, it's the area where you're blaming something outside yourself. Government, people, unfair situations, and yes, unfair things happen. You can't control that. What you can do is become stronger than any of it so you become free. Freedom isn't found in control, it's found in strength. A freedom comes from growth, not control. Control is an illusion. You can't control how people think or act. And let's be honest, none of us have always been perfectly fair or just either. It's part of being human. But you can make your dominant pattern one of love, strength, fairness, service, and growth. And when that becomes who you are, life feels amazing, not because you're great, but because you're walking a great path. People who are terrified to speak are usually stuck thinking, how am I doing? Am I enough? You'll never develop confidence that way. Confidence comes from action. It comes from repetition. It's tying your shoes, taking the shot, doing the reps. Look at Michael Jordan. Thousands of shots before taking a break. Every day, 6 days a week. People say, hey, he's lucky. No. He practiced in private what he was rewarded for in public, and you've got to do the same. Self-esteem is earned only by you with yourself. People can praise you nonstop and you still won't believe it. Or someone can tell you you'll never be anything, and you can develop massive drive because of it. Self-esteem isn't given. It's built in silence. Self-esteem comes from doing hard things where you know you pushed yourself, not from talking about it or posting about it. The most important thing for real self-esteem is caring about something bigger than yourself. When you're stuck in your head, the mind simplifies everything into good, bad, right, wrong. Life isn't that simple. When you care deeply about something, your kids, your craft, your mission, something you want to contribute, you stop thinking about yourself so much. And all that self-esteem chatter becomes irrelevant. You're going to battle inner challenges and outer obstacles, but if you keep going, you'll eventually conquer them. You'll become the hero of your own story. And what you share won't be theory, it'll be lived experience. And people can feel that. And the moment you grow past one level, life calls you to the next. The journey never ends, and that's what makes life beautiful. Everything changes. That's why everything matters. One truth about life: everything changes and everything ends. It might sound heavy, but it's reality. And because everything changes, you should appreciate what you have now. My belief is what's next can always be better, if you make it so. Your past is not your destiny. Doesn't matter what happened before. What you decide now shapes your life. Your past only becomes your future if you stay stuck in it. Drive using the rearview mirror and you crash. What happened was unfair, painful, real. I'm with you on that. But if you cling to it, you lose your future, and that becomes on you. Good times create weak people. Weak people create hard times. Hard times create strong people. Strong people create great times. Be strong with yourself. Beating yourself down only drains your energy, and low energy kills your joy, your performance, your results. Energy is the currency of achievement. Protect it. Earn your self-esteem, but realize that's not the real secret. The real secret is finding something you're more committed to than yourself. That's what gives you the drive to go long-term. People ask me, what does it take to be happy? One word: progress. Progress equals happiness. If you keep growing, you'll feel alive. When you grow, you have more to give. That's when life feels magnificent. Awards, money, recognition, none of that guarantees joy. We've seen people with all of it collapse emotionally. It's always been an inner game, and that's what we've lost in today's world. Where focus goes, energy flows. We don't experience life, we experience the life we focus on. In any moment, what's wrong is available and what's right is also available. It's not about fake positivity, it's about intelligent focus. Gratitude is the antidote to fear and the reset button for your life. You can always find something to fear or something to be grateful for. Gratitude kills fear. Gratitude kills anger. That's why I begin my day by shifting my state, thinking of 3 things I'm grateful for, sending strength and love to the people around me, and then spending time visualizing what I'm creating next as if it's already done. That primes your nervous system. Midday, I'll take a minute to reconnect to that feeling. It resets everything. You can have terrible self-esteem and still achieve a lot. The real question is, what do you actually want? An extraordinary life means a life on your terms. Your vision might be completely different from mine. Some want family life. Some want a massive business. Some want to create art. Ask yourself, what do I truly want from my life? And then move toward that, especially if it serves others too. That's where meaning comes from. Being tough on yourself isn't bad, but constant self-punishment drains your energy. In comparisons, they're useless. Think about someone like Steph Curry hitting half-court shots and turning away before the ball even lands. He knows it's going in. But that certainly came from over 2.5 million shots in practice. You get rewarded publicly for what you practice privately. Your nervous system becomes conditioned through repetition, not through thinking, not through hoping. Purpose multiplies power. The real issue is most people aren't serving anything bigger than themselves. Mission creates energy. Mission creates drive. If everything rested on someone you love, you'd find answers you'd never find for yourself. That's the power of mission. And the next big trap, thinking you need to know how before you start. The tyranny of how. You get inspired, then your brain panics. I don't know how. And that kills momentum. Never start with how. Most people major in minor things. They know gossip about celebrities more than they know about their own health, energy, finances, emotions, career, or purpose. There are a few areas that truly matter: your body. Your energy dictates everything. Your emotions, they start wars and create peace. Your finances, unmanaged, they create massive stress. Your relationships, they shape your entire experience. Your mission, what you're here to do. Your spirit, the deeper meaning behind it all. Find someone brilliant in each area and learn from them. Read, listen, study. Feed your mind with ideas that create insight, skill, tools, power. Jim Rohn would tell me, life is part sugar, part poison. Watch your coffee, meaning protect your mind. Not from fear, but from letting others dictate your state. People aren't toxic. Your reaction gives them power. If your mom criticizes you nonstop, shift your meaning. Think that's her way of caring. That's her stress. That's her story. Stay in a beautiful state. Love her anyway. We all have patterns. Sometimes focusing on what we have, sometimes on what's missing. You don't need a new life. You need a new level.